What's up, guys? Welcome back to LateNightFrights. I'm Chris Brock, the co-leader, and this week is a horror battle week. And yeah, so last week was the theme week. If this week is horror battles, and yeah, definitely go check out our videos from last week if you haven't. I thought we did a solid job. It was a theme week, so definitely go check them out. For this horror battle, it's nothing special. Just two zombie films going head to head. I absolutely love zombie films. The original ones. I do like some of the newer ones today, but definitely George A. Romero, his Dead trilogy. I even do kind of like, not all of the newer ones, but I do kind of like Land of the Dead. I thought it had a good concept, but the end it really didn't do it for me. Yeah, Dead Alive, The Return of the Living Dead, even though it's not technically zombies, 28 Days Later. Yeah, I just love zombie films, and the ones that I chose to battle for you guys this week is a classic film from the year 1985, and that is George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. Going to be battling that with a classic film from the year 1979, Lucio Fulci's Zombie Flesh Eaters. Okay, guys, so we're going to be briefly reviewing Day of the Dead. This is pretty much, if you want to sum it up, this is about the scientists versus soldiers. It really builds up tension. Yeah, I love the characters in this, because I know a lot of people won't agree, but in a way, I do kind of see the soldiers' point of view in this film. I know, not completely, because they are arrogant douchebags, but in a way, I see their point. They're risking their men, for what? They don't know. They haven't seen any progress. But pretty much what this film's about, we follow our lead character, Sarah, played by Laurie Cardell. We have a really cool opening dream sequence. Yeah, just really cool. She goes to reach for the calendar, and these zombie hands just pop out of nowhere, and it cuts to her waking up in the helicopter, and her and Miguel and the others land the helicopter. They go out to the city. They use the bullhorn to, he shouts, "Hello!" But they find absolutely nobody. And they go back to the underground missile silo where Captain Rhodes and, everybody else says, Dr. Frankenstein, Bub. This film, I don't want to give away too much, man, but I really do enjoy this film. Yeah, just like I said, this is pretty much the message in this film, since Dawn of the Dead was about, society and consumerism. This right here is pretty much how we would cope. And, how we would just all come together in a zombie apocalypse, how we would react, and if we could get along with each other, and it shows that we would take out each other before the zombies would in this film. And that is the basic plot of Day of the Dead. So now moving on to Zombie Flesh Eaters, Zombie 2, Zombie. It's known by a lot of names, across the, the world. Pretty much what this film is about, this little yacht shows up out of nowhere in the New York harbor, and pretty much these two police officers go to investigate it because no one's on it, and this is very weird and very strange to them. So they go to investigate, and they find this huge zombie, big zombie, and it just bites one of the officers in the neck, and the other one takes it down. And pretty much they go to investigate a girl named Annie Bowles, something like that. I forgot her last name, but her first name is Annie, and they go to question her because that is her father's yacht, and she told them, the police officers, that she knows nothing. The last that she's heard from her father is that he left for a tropical island to do some research. So don't want to give away too much of this film. Kind of reminds me of Dead Island, the video game. Just like the setting of it, so I really do like that it's set in a different location. It's kind of unique. But that is the basic plot to Zombie Flesh Eater. Okay guys, so starting off this horror battle, round 1 is which film had the better kills in my opinion. Was it Day of the Dead or was it Zombie Flesh Eaters? I think this right here is where both these films really shine. The special effects are amazing in both of these films. This is going to be tough. This right here is probably going to be the toughest round to judge. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure Day of the Dead had a bigger budget. I mean, I could be wrong, but man, I'm gonna have to go with Day of the Dead because of multiple reasons. I don't want to give away too many of the deaths, but I think the the effects in Day of the Dead are quite possibly the best effects in any zombie movie. Period. I think they are amazing. There's 3 or 4 deaths that I thought were amazing in this film. I really thought it was a step up from Dawn of the Dead. Don't get me wrong, I love the effects in Dawn of the Dead, but they are far superior in Day of the Dead than they are in Dawn of the Dead. Zombie Flesh Eaters has a lot of good gore to it, but there were scenes that I could tell that it was fake. They had, something going on that, you're like, oh, that's where they're running the tube from. Day of the Dead, you couldn't see that, so hands down, round 1 goes to Day of the Dead. Okay guys, so round 2 is which film do I think had the better storyline? Was it Day of the Dead or Zombie Flesh Eaters? I really do like both these storylines. That's the thing though. Zombie Flesh Eaters, really to me, had a decent storyline. I love the tropical island setting. Thought that was really cool, but it was just basically them traveling to an island, and I mean there's some stuff in between, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I just thought it was like very simple. In a way, but Day of the Dead isn't just about them traveling to some island shooting zombies, which that ain't bad. But this one has, the scientists versus soldiers. I love that. I love the tension that they create. I love just how they go back and forth, how they agree and disagree sometimes. I just love that. I love that character development there, and I just love to see their interaction with one another, because we are so far into the apocalypse. And it really does show if we could handle it or not, or at least in this case in terms of the scientists and the soldiers. Maybe some people could coexist together, but in Day of the Dead they really don't. It's very just bickering, and a lot of people don't like that. I do. Of course there's some zombie action in there. I just gotta give round 2 to Day of the Dead. I think it has a better overall story in my opinion. Guys, so moving on to round 3, and that is which film do I think had the better acting? And to tell you the truth, I cannot name you one person who played in the Zombie Flesh Eaters. I honestly can't. I'm just not that knowledgeable on Italian cinema. I've seen, some of Lucio Fulci's films, Dario Argento's films, and I do enjoy them. I just really don't know any of them besides, Suspiria, Jessica Harper, I think that's her name, who played in Phantom of the Paradise. That's really the only one I know. But in Day of the Dead, you have Laurie Cardell, you have, you have Richard Liberty playing Dr. Frankenstein, you have Joe Pilato, you have Terry Alexander. You just have a really good cast in my opinion. They're not well-known actors, but they do a phenomenal job in my opinion, creating tension and just, I don't know, some of them are likable and some of them are just douchebags. Greg Nicotero is, one of the soldiers in here, which I thought was awesome because he's a special effects guy and he does an amazing job. K&B Productions. Just think the cast in Day of the Dead is better. Obviously this is an Italian film. It's dubbed, for English. And, I mean, they did a good job, some of them. Some of the dubbing's pretty off, but even at that, I just, just the emotion that these characters, these actors just bring to the table is far superior to Zombie Flesh Eaters. So round 3 goes to Day of the Dead. So round 4 is going to be which film do I think, was better directed? Day of the Dead or Zombie Flesh Eaters? I think both films are very well directed by Lucio Fulci and George A. Romero. I love the shots in both these films. To be completely honest, I mean, I don't want to be so one-sided because I do have a favorite here. Man, there's some good shots in Zombie Flesh Eaters and also Day of the Dead. Might end up having to give this one a tie, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to give it a tie. I wasn't going to go with Day of the Dead, but I think Zombie Flesh Eaters have, has a lot of good shots in it, so round 4 is a tie. So round 5 is the final round, and that is which film do I think is a better overall horror film? Zombie Flesh Eaters or Day of the Dead? This right here would probably be, I'm trying to think, possibly in my top 10, because I did really enjoy it. I thought it was a very good, late 70s zombie flick. I thought it had really good gore. Yeah, it just surprised me. The quality, the PQ on this Blu-ray is really good. Just overall great release by Arrow. There's like it's a little bit larger than the normal booklets. You have the disc, the second disc, which has all the special features, and you have reversible artwork, so it's awesome. Same goes with Day of the Dead. Very good release. Tons of special features. Has a great documentary. Looks very good on Blu-ray. But overall, in terms of which one's the better film, in my opinion, Day of the Dead. It is probably my favorite zombie film. I did go back and rewatch Dawn of the Dead. I don't know which one's my favorite. I think they're on par with each other. But I can just watch Day of the Dead more. Personally, it's grown on me so much. So Day of the Dead has won this horror battle. Not to discourage you from checking out Zombie Flesh Eaters. It's a great Italian zombie flick and a great Lucio Fulci film, so definitely check it out if you haven't. So that is my horror battle. Do you agree, disagree? Which one do you guys like better? Stay tuned for Little Rocker Cuties video tomorrow. That will be Wednesday, obviously, tomorrow. The next day, Thursday, Jeremy Burchett. Friday, Vanessa82 Horror. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below what you thought of this horror battle, and I'm going to try to leave our Facebook link and our website down in the description, so definitely go check that out if you can. That helps us out a lot, and thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. See you guys later. Peace.